Hey everybody, this is Jared with Fluty Homestead, and today I thought I'd show you what I got started in the garden. Spring is early, and just now I've got a few things going. I've had my peas and onions planted for a little while, but I'll show you what I got, and it's come a long way so far just in a little bit of time, so let's go. We got this nice little sidewalk fixed around the cabin here with gravel. There's one of my old hillside turners I put in there in my flower bed. That one I don't have any handles made for it, and it's missing one part, so I thought I'd set it there for display. Alright, here's Lakin's kitchen garden and my raised bed. This bed, I have it all sowed in lettuce. It's an 8-foot bed, 8x2. And it's just I think salad bowl lettuce, and it ain't come up yet. It's been planted, I think I planted it about a week ago, so it should be coming up pretty soon. We're starting to have some good warm days. Right here is my rhubarb, which you all seen for the last few years, and you can see it's starting to come up. It's about that one there is just peeking out of the ground. Let's see, this one below my finger, it's getting leaves on it, and so is this one. And right here, this is most of y'all probably know them as a peony flower. We call them pineys. They're coming up. Let's see, on this end of the little bed I had some mustard green seeds, so I planted some mustard green right there. And also, right in here, there's some spring lilies that'll come up behind there. But I planted the mustard right in front of there just to have a little bit to eat on this spring. Won't be enough to do any canning or anything. But as you can see, I've put some horse manure and chicken manure on the bed here. And I put some chicken manure on this bed before I hoed it up. I just take a hoe and loosen that bed up. It's so loose. And I've manured this one. And this should really help them grow. And I have some real old manure that's already turned to compost pretty well now, and I may add it on top of this. But I'll take a little, probably my push plow and a hoe, and just work all this in the ground here soon. Also, we've laid down some landscape material and put some mulch between the beds so we can get in here without having to. I was having a weed eat in here, and that's a mess and looks awful. So we've spruced it up a little bit. And there's my little knockout rose bush. It's coming to life. Getting some leaves on it. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get over here. My peach tree is starting to bloom. You can kind of see some pink tint to it. But it's loaded down with blooms starting. So hopefully the frost don't get them. Alrighty, let's walk up here to the big garden and see what we got. Alrighty, we're going to go up here to the big garden, check things out. I ain't got much planted, but it's just now getting time to. I did put manure on this garden this year. I hauled up 2 truckloads and I've tilled it all in. And most of it I have to till over again when it's closer time to plant my beans and tomatoes and stuff. But I'll show you here what we got planted. Okay, right here on this lower end, can't hardly see it for all the little rocks. Man, I'm still getting tons of rocks out of this garden. I'll probably get a couple wheelbarrow loads out here soon. This is my little onion bed I fixed up. And I've got 3 little rows, and they're about 12 feet long, I think. I think there's 64 slips I planted. These are candy onions. And I bought these from a good friend of mine at Griffith Family Farms. And he started these in his greenhouse. And they're already, most of them is about 6-8 inches tall. But they're supposed to be the nice big 3 to 4 inch sweet onions. So we're going to give them a try this year. And over here next to it, I've got 12 cabbage plants planted so far. These are my early flat Dutch. And I just transplanted these, I think yesterday. Me and Finley come up here and planted. And I thought for sure I killed all my little plants here, y'all. When I went and bought them, I bought all these the same day at Griffith Family Farm. And I put them in the back of my truck, not thinking, like a big dummy. It was real cold that morning. I drove all the way home. And I guess the wind chill kind of shriveled up the leaves on them. But let's see. You can see this one's still pretty shrivelly. But they're looking a lot better. This one here, it's already come back to life real well. And this one here, 2 of them leaves are dead, but there's some new ones coming on there. And I think they're going to be okay. I might lose 1 or 2. But most of them springing back real well. But I've got 12 of the early flat Dutch planted. And then down here, I thought for sure I killed them, but they're looking a lot better. There's some dead leaves I have to pick off here. But this is butter crunch lettuce. And I've never planted it. But it's a head lettuce. But I thought I'd give it a try. And I think I've just got about 6 or 8 of those. But enough to give it a shot. See how we like it. Alrighty, let me get over here. Alright, I've got a short row here that's about a 6-foot row, and then about a 25-foot row right here of beets planted. And I planted 2 varieties. I just mixed them together. I planted Bull's Blood and Detroit Dark Red. And I like both of those. I've eaten both of them and made pickle beets of both, and they seem to do well. So I've got those all planted. And let's see here. I ain't got nothing here yet. I've tilled up, the manure in here once, and I'll till it up again here soon. And I gotta have a rock gathering party. This will be where the beans. I'm not planting the tomatoes on the hog panels this year. I'm gonna plant all these in beans. The tomatoes is gonna go back in my concrete wire cages. And I seem like I had a lot of trouble with the vines breaking off bad on the hog panels. Alright, this row here is where our peas are planted. There's a double row here. And I haven't seen any pop out of the ground yet, but maybe a few here and there. But I dug into them the other day just to check on the seed. And they are sprouted well. And they're just now almost ready to pop out of the ground. This garden here, this time of year, don't get quite as much sunshine as I really would like it to. But everything seems to do good here, so I ain't gonna complain. Also have a little row of onions back here, and they're starting to pop up. I've seen some of them, a little green sticking out. And we'll go up here to the next garden and show you what we got there. Alright, there's that little onion bed I showed in the last video. And it looks awful right now. There's been some wind blow a bunch of leaves and stuff covered up. But I seen some of them trying to peek out of the ground, so shouldn't be too long. The soil's starting to warm up a little. Over here is my blackberries. And I noticed the leaves. I can't get the focus on them. But the new little leaves are starting to come out. You can see it a little bit there. So, won't be long. And all of them seem to be getting the new leaves, so I think all my plants is going to do good. These two here are the thornless. They're the thornless blackberry. And our little blueberry bush seems to have made it through the winter. It's got all kinds of little green buds coming out on it. So hopefully we'll get some berries on it. Alright, this is the little hillside garden up here. And I'm getting ready to bring some manure up here and put manure on this garden. And I'm going to try to get all I can on it. It seemed like it really needed the nutrients. And I had put, in the fall, I did put some lime on it. But I had some left over, so I threw it down. And I'm going to put manure on it. And when I get my four-wheeler fixed, I'm going to bring my four-wheeler and my little Lynchburg 50 hillside turner up here, and probably turn this garden and then till it up good. I've got there's a few rocks in here, but I've got a lot of the big rocks out of it, so should be able to plow it this year. And before I plant, I probably won't plant anything in this one till late April, maybe early May even. I'm going to be cutting several of these trees. There's a little beech tree, and a hickory, and an oak, and a couple more beeches, and a cherry back in here. And I've tried to watch the sun, and I'm going to try to cut back several that I see that would help get a little more sunshine in here. So hopefully if I could get a couple more hours of sunshine on it, it would really help. In the summertime, well, you can see how much woods I got around me. I'm right in the woods. I've noticed though, if I could cut several of these trees, it would let a lot more sun in. So that's a little project I got to do this month. But excuse me here, little garden. It don't look big as nothing down here, which it ain't very big, I guess. Hopefully this time next month it'll be a lot of green in there. Well, that's all I got for you today. I know it looks pretty pitiful around here right now, but we're just glad that spring is on the way, and we're looking forward to seeing some green around here. You can see a little bit right here. There's a little autumn olive bush behind me. It's starting to green up. But I get jealous watching all these people on YouTube. It's already, it's more down south for me. It's already a picking carrots, and it's got all kinds of pretty green plants, but we're coming along. So till next time, I appreciate y'all watching and hanging out with me. God bless y'all. Have a great day.